You know that old saying, it's good to be home again? Well, for Jefferson Pierce, that's a lie. What's up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeekMixer here to give you guys my review on this week's episode of Black Lightning. And yeah, Jefferson Pierce coming home to new Freeland is the best way to put it. And definitely a new Freeland indeed. And it isn't the best Freeland in the world. I mean, come on, let's face it. I think Jefferson Pierce liked Freeland better with the gangs trying to run or take over the town than the ASA. And as a matter of fact, we see here how gangs and rebels are wanting to take their streets back. This goes to show you that even if there are some communities out there where gangs may control parts of a town or whatnot, in the end of the day, it's citizen or gangs, this is their town, and they are the citizens of this town. No one's allowed to take it from them, and they'll find a way to fight back against it, which is definitely shown right here. As a matter of fact, we actually see how even policemen and criminals sort of work together in this episode. I'll get into that here soon, but for Jefferson, this is really all about him returning home and seeing how just messed up everything is. Unfortunately, though, it kind of taken a toll on him that he lashes out against Anissa for it. And yeah, not exactly pretty, but luckily they sort of work it out and everything. But let's just also say for Agent Odell, man, I am just getting sick and tired of that guy. I'm just hating him more and more and more because boy, did he go even lower than he already has already. And he's just doing everything he can to make sure no one understands that he's the real bad guy here. But oh, he'll soon find out that he'll be exposed. Because let's face it, Jefferson, Anissa, and Peter Gamby, they know not to trust the ASA or this Odell guy. Unfortunately, though, there are two people who are in his grasp, that being Lynn and Jennifer. For Jennifer, she is under his grasp because he keeps feeding her lies and thinking he's here to help them, even if their protection is strict. I don't know how she can exactly believe a word this guy says or some of the lies he keeps feeding her. Because let's face it, yes, the Markovian threat, as we saw in last week's episode, is real, yes, but not to the level that he's trying to make it out to be. And as for Lynn, well, he has... And in this episode, at the opening of it, she thought she found a new way to make a drug to make her be smarter so she can, as she thinks, find a way to stop this virus from killing off metahumans, the virus that was released by Dr. Jace last week. But in actuality, that was Agent Odell. He had gave her green light for the times that her and Jefferson were staying with the ASA. They like sprayed green light into her drink, and now unbeknownst to her, she has it, and she's constantly going overworked like crazy. It's like being even more workaholic than usual, if you want to say. Woo! It just gets worse with this guy. Way worse. But let's go ahead and go back into Jefferson. So like I said, he found out about Anissa and her defying Agent Odell, and that does put the family in danger. But come on, Jefferson, as you found out later on, you're gonna be like her. You care about the people in this community and you really want to help them. Even if yes, he does admit that he won't always agree with how she does her superhero thing. But let's face it, people who think they have powers and want to do good with them, they're all going to think differently with how you think you should do it. To be honest, there's no right or wrong for this hero style. We all got our styles. Take Batman and Superman, for instance. They both have a different way of being a hero. And yeah, they may not agree with each other's points of view, but they find a way to mold together and work things out. So, no doubt that yes, I'm sure around the line, Black Lightning and Jefferson and Anissa will figure it out too. Also, during the confrontation, Jefferson actually finally got to meet Grace, although he barely acknowledged her, mostly because he was just really mad and wanted to just confront Anissa about it. But once they went into their heated argument, first with Grace now knowing of just of Anissa's identity as Blackbird and Thunder, but not knowing about Jefferson as Black Lightning, that he gets mad, but he also truly begins to notice her when that argument gets so heated that she thinks that Jefferson might hit them and stuff or hurt them, that she actually transforms, use her metamorphing powers, which yeah, takes Jefferson by surprise there. But I'm sure he's not going to expose her or anything. But this actually makes me look into more about what we might see with what'll happen with Grace in this season. And that is in the fact that the ASA might find out about her, and that's going to be a personal mission for Anissa to rescue Grace, who has been identified as a metahuman. She gets taken from the ASA, and she's going to just fight her way out there to just get Grace back. But either case, also after that we saw this beautiful scene with Anissa and Grace. And let me just say, the two who play those characters, they have amazing chemistry together. It is unbelievable. Especially that scene where she finally revealed that Anissa knows more about Grace's past than she already told her. That being what she learned about with the whole child prostitution, foster family, living on the streets and everything from last season, and telling her that, yeah, that's a lot, but it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter about her shape-shifting power. She loves her for who she is as a person. Her soul, her essence, and all those things that's inside. That's love right there. And all I gotta say is that's true love, and it was a beautiful scene right there. Praise the acting right there. Praise the acting on those two. Yes, love that scene right there. And also, back in Freeland, in the Freeland Garfield High, we see the principal here, and let me just say, he has earned my respect. Not all of it, but a little of it. A little of it into the fact that, like, when the ASA come here saying that they find a confirm of metahuman power activities, they take away one of the recurring students we've had since season 1 and 2, that being Tavon. He's suspected of being a metahuman, and the principal actually tries to stand up and, yeah, he tries to keep Tavon in his classroom and defend him against the ASA. So yes, you have gained a little of my respect, man. It shows that even you're not letting these guys take over your school. You want to do something about it too. You've got a problem with it too. Well, it's also shown again with the Freeland police, as Henderson is now his since that whole, yeah, at the beginning of this review, I talked about a rebellion happening with the gangs, and this happened when they were trying to fight ASAs at a checkpoint. Well, it's revealed that's because there are some people who are like Blackbird, who are better yet, inspired by Blackbird to fight and take their neighborhood back. Now, those guys earlier on were ended up put in jail, where Tavon was kept at, and this actually made the ASA take over Henderson's police headquarters, since this rebellion's going on. That just pissed Henderson off to where he's like, I'm gonna work with Black Lightning and Blackbird to free not just Tavon, but also those rebels. And he did do that, because like as soon as Black Lightning and Blackbird went into that police station and just knocked out everybody, he just made all of his police officers be like, no, let them be. We'll just let them watch, because the ASA say this is their matter now, so why should we get involved? And all I gotta say for Henderson is, fight the power, man. Fight the power. Yes. I would have done the same thing right there. Jeez. But, oh yes, is there anything else I missed up in here? Oh yes, Peter Gamby. So, no surprise, the watch that Agent Odell gave Black Lightning, yes, it has a tracking device in it, which Peter Gamby found. And yet I feel like there's still more in that watch that Peter Gamby doesn't have. I mean, not have, but hasn't found out. Because let's face it, Agent Odell, he's also given some new technology to Jennifer, which led into an ending scene which showed off some really cool effects right there. That almost looked majestic or something, but how she was so high up there, she could see the very top of the planet from her location. Yeah, pretty cool right there. But this all leads into that, along with the watch. No doubt has a lot of things, just like things that Jennifer now has on her suit from Agent Odell, that'll keep them under his hands. Yet I feel Peter Gamby will find it eventually. But he also ended up being just like I thought with the suit that Jefferson's got. He's a little envious of it, but I believe him when he says he could have made one himself if he had the money and the people. But it's okay, man. You'll get it eventually. But definitely, guys, there's just no telling what more is gonna come. Agent Odell has shown that, yeah, he's making sure to get everyone into his grasp so that he doesn't lose anything. But one can only wonder what else he has up his sleeve, because I'm starting to suspect he has some spies everywhere, even in Garfield High, which I'll make a little video on that in another video in the future. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it all at that, guys. And hey, if you enjoy my videos, all you gotta do is click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified of when I make more videos. And until then, MegaGeekMixer signing out. Bye!